In a world that often equates vulnerability with weakness, the truth is far more nuanced. Imagine standing at the crossroads of connection and fear, where the very thing that makes us human, our vulnerabilities, can also be our greatest asset. As we delve into the insights of Carl Jung, we will explore how embracing our authentic selves can transform our relationships. By understanding and accepting our vulnerabilities, we not only foster deeper connections with others, but also cultivate resilience within ourselves. Join us on this journey to discover how to turn what we perceive as frailty into a profound strength that enriches our interactions and deepens our bonds. If you stay until the end, the ENG will shock you and transform your life. In exploring the theme of how to use your vulnerability as strength in relationships, we begin with the first key attitude, the willingness to be open and authentic. This openness is not merely about sharing surface-level emotions. It involves delving into the deeper, often uncomfortable aspects of our inner selves. Carl Jung, a prominent figure in psychology, emphasized the importance of embracing our vulnerabilities as a pathway to personal growth and authentic connections. He believed that acknowledging our shadows, the parts of ourselves we often hide, can lead to profound transformation. When individuals allow themselves to be vulnerable, they create an environment of trust and intimacy. This act of courage can dismantle the walls we build around our hearts, fostering deeper connections with others. However, this journey is not without its challenges. The fear of rejection or judgment can loom large, often making us hesitant to reveal our true selves. Yet, Jung posited that it is precisely through this vulnerability that we can find strength. By confronting our fears and sharing our authentic selves, we invite others to do the same, creating a reciprocal space of understanding and acceptance. Emotionally, the impact of embracing vulnerability can be profound. For many, the act of sharing their innermost thoughts and feelings can lead to a sense of liberation. It allows individuals to break free from the isolation that often accompanies unexpressed emotions. In relationships, this openness can lead to greater empathy and compassion, as partners begin to see each other not just as they appear on the surface, but as complex beings with their own struggles and fears. In this context, vulnerability becomes a bridge rather than a barrier. It encourages a shift from a mindset of fear to one of connection, allowing both partners to grow together. As Jung suggested, the integration of our vulnerabilities can lead to a more authentic existence, transforming our relationships into spaces of genuine understanding and support. This journey may be daunting, but the rewards, deeper emotional bonds and a sense of belonging, are well worth the risk. In the journey of understanding how our vulnerabilities can serve as strengths in relationships, the second attitude to explore is the power of authenticity. Embracing our true selves, with all our imperfections and insecurities, allows for deeper connections with others. Carl Jung emphasized the importance of integrating our shadow self, the parts of us that we often hide or deny. By acknowledging these aspects, we not only accept ourselves but also invite others to do the same. When we show our authentic selves, we create a safe space for vulnerability. This openness encourages reciprocity. When we share our struggles, others feel empowered to share theirs. For instance, consider a moment when you revealed a personal fear or a past failure to a close friend. This act of honesty likely deepened your bond, allowing both of you to connect on a more profound level. Furthermore, authenticity fosters trust. When we present ourselves genuinely, we signal to others that we are reliable and sincere. This trust lays the groundwork for a healthy relationship, where both partners feel valued and understood. On the contrary, when we mask our true selves, we risk creating distance and misunderstanding. However, embracing authenticity can be daunting. It requires courage to step away from societal expectations and confront our inner fears. Yet, as Jung suggested, it is through this confrontation that we find our true strength. Reflect on the moments when you chose to be real, despite the fear of judgment. Did you feel a sense of liberation? Have you ever experienced the transformative power of authenticity in your relationships? In exploring the theme of how to use vulnerability as strength in relationships, we arrive at the third item on our list, embracing vulnerability as a pathway to deeper connections. Carl Jung, a prominent figure in psychology, emphasized the importance of acknowledging our shadows, those hidden aspects of ourselves that we often shy away from. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we not only reveal our authentic selves but also invite others to do the same. This mutual openness can foster profound connections, breaking down the barriers that often isolate us. Consider the analogy of a garden. When we tend to our vulnerabilities, Much like nurturing delicate flowers, we create a space where trust can blossom. However, in relationships with narcissists, this nurturing can sometimes lead to unexpected challenges. Narcissists often exploit the vulnerabilities of others, revealing their own hidden patterns of behavior. They may present a facade of charm, drawing you in, only to manipulate your openness for their gain. Recognizing this dynamic is crucial. By understanding that your vulnerability can be a double-edged sword, you empower yourself to set boundaries and protect your emotional landscape. Jung's philosophy encourages us to confront these hidden patterns, not just within ourselves but also in our relationships. By doing so, we can discern the difference between healthy vulnerability and the exploitation of our openness by those who do not have our best interests at heart. This awareness allows us to forge connections that are genuine and reciprocal, rather than one-sided and draining. In essence, embracing vulnerability is an act of courage. It requires us to acknowledge our fears and insecurities, but it also opens the door to authentic relationships. By understanding the dynamics at play, particularly with narcissistic individuals, we can transform our vulnerabilities into sources of strength, ultimately enriching our connections with others. In the journey of understanding how vulnerability can be transformed into strength within relationships, we arrive at a crucial attitude: the embrace of authenticity. This behavior encourages individuals to present their true selves, stripped of facades and pretense. Carl Jung emphasized the importance of integrating the shadow self, the parts of ourselves we often hide. By acknowledging and sharing these aspects, we foster deeper connections with others. Authenticity involves not just honesty about our feelings, but also an acceptance of our imperfections. When we allow ourselves to be seen in our entirety, flaws and all, we invite others to do the same. This mutual exchange cultivates trust and intimacy, essential elements in any healthy relationship. Jung believed that when we reveal our vulnerabilities, we not only free ourselves but also empower those around us to embrace their own. Moreover, authenticity acts as a magnet for genuine relationships. People are naturally drawn to those who are real, as it creates a safe space for open dialogue and emotional sharing. This openness can lead to transformative experiences, where both parties learn and grow together. By being authentic, we also model behavior that encourages others to drop their defenses, creating an environment rich in understanding and compassion. In conclusion, embracing authenticity is a powerful step in using vulnerability as a strength. It allows us to connect on a deeper level, fostering relationships that are not only resilient but also profoundly rewarding. As we move forward, let us remember that our true selves are worthy of love and connection. In the intricate dance of relationships, the fifth principle to embrace is the power of authenticity. Embracing our true selves, with all our imperfections and vulnerabilities, can be a profound strength. Carl Jung emphasized the importance of individuation, the process of becoming the person we are inherently meant to be. When we allow ourselves to be authentic, we invite deeper connections with others, as they can see and appreciate us for who we truly are. Authenticity requires courage. It means shedding the masks we often wear to fit societal expectations or to protect ourselves from potential hurt. By revealing our genuine selves, we create a safe space for others to do the same. This mutual openness fosters trust and intimacy, essential components for any meaningful relationship. As we share our vulnerabilities, we not only strengthen our bonds but also encourage others to embrace their own. Moreover, authenticity can act as a catalyst for personal growth. When we acknowledge our weaknesses, we take the first step towards self-improvement. Jung believed that by confronting our shadow, the parts of ourselves we often hide, we can achieve greater self-awareness and emotional resilience. This journey of self-discovery not only enhances our own lives but also enriches our relationships, as we become more empathetic and understanding partners. In nurturing authenticity, we must also practice self-compassion. It's important to recognize that being real does not mean being perfect. Embracing our flaws and mistakes allows us to connect on a human level, reminding us that we are all in this together, navigating the complexities of love and connection. As we cultivate authenticity, we transform our vulnerabilities into strengths, creating a foundation of genuine love and support in our relationships. In exploring the sixth behavior of utilizing vulnerability as strength in relationships, it's essential to delve deeper into the concept of authenticity. Authenticity, as articulated by philosopher and psychologist Brené Brown, is not merely about being open, it's about embracing our imperfections and allowing ourselves to be seen. This act of revealing our true selves can be daunting, yet it is a powerful catalyst for deeper connections. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we invite others to do the same. This creates a space where genuine dialogue can flourish. However, authenticity requires courage. It asks us to confront our fears of judgment and rejection. As Carl Jung suggested, the shadow, the parts of ourselves we hide, holds immense power. By acknowledging and integrating these aspects, we not only enrich our own lives but also foster a more profound understanding in our relationships. Moreover, embracing vulnerability can lead to a transformative experience. It encourages empathy and compassion, not only towards ourselves but also towards others. When we share our struggles, we often find that we are not alone in our experiences. This shared humanity can bridge gaps and dissolve barriers that often keep us isolated. In this context, vulnerability becomes a strength that nurtures connection. It allows us to break free from the facade of perfectionism and instead celebrate our shared imperfections. By doing so, we cultivate an environment where love and understanding can thrive. Ultimately, the journey towards authenticity is ongoing and requires patience. It's a dance between revealing ourselves and protecting our hearts. As we navigate this complex terrain, let us remember that vulnerability is not a weakness but a profound strength that can enrich our relationships in ways we may not yet fully comprehend. In the journey of understanding how vulnerability can serve as a powerful ally in relationships, we often overlook the importance of self-compassion. This seventh aspect invites us to embrace our imperfections and to treat ourselves with the same kindness we would offer a dear friend. Renowned psychologist Brené Brown emphasizes that vulnerability is not a weakness but a source of strength when coupled with self-compassion. Imagine standing in front of a mirror, reflecting not just on your appearance but on your emotional scars and struggles. Instead of criticizing the flaws you see, consider speaking to yourself in a nurturing tone. "It's okay to feel this way," you might say. This practice can transform the way you perceive your vulnerabilities. By acknowledging and accepting your feelings, you create a safe space for authentic connections with others. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we invite others to do the same. Picture a garden where each flower is unique, yet they all flourish together. Just as these flowers thrive in their differences, so too do our relationships grow stronger when we embrace our individual vulnerabilities. They become the roots that bind us, fostering deeper understanding and empathy. Self-compassion not only nurtures our own emotional well-being, but also enhances our capacity to empathize with others. It encourages us to listen, to support, and to build bridges rather than walls. As we cultivate this practice, we discover that vulnerability is not something to hide but a profound strength that enriches our connections. In embracing self-compassion, we learn that our vulnerabilities can illuminate the path to deeper intimacy and understanding in our relationships. This shift in perspective empowers us to forge bonds that are not only resilient but also deeply fulfilling. Embracing vulnerability can be a powerful catalyst for deeper connections in our relationships. When we allow ourselves to be open and honest about our fears, insecurities, and emotions, we invite others to do the same. This mutual sharing creates a safe space where authenticity thrives, fostering trust and intimacy. Carl Jung once said, "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." This perspective emphasizes that our vulnerabilities do not define us. Rather, they can be the stepping stones to personal growth and stronger relationships. In this context, the eighth behavior to cultivate is the practice of active listening. Active listening goes beyond just hearing words. It involves fully engaging with the speaker, validating their feelings, and responding thoughtfully. By practicing active listening, we honor the vulnerability of ourselves and others. It allows us to connect on a deeper level, making the other person feel seen and understood. This behavior not only strengthens our bonds, but also encourages a culture of openness where vulnerability is embraced rather than shunned. When we listen actively, we create an environment where individuals feel safe to share their authentic selves. This aligns with Jung's belief in the importance of understanding the unconscious mind and how it influences our behaviors and relationships. By recognizing and validating the emotions that arise in conversations, we can help illuminate the path toward healing and connection. In summary, embracing vulnerability through active listening can transform our relationships. It invites deeper connections, fosters understanding, and ultimately leads to a more fulfilling and enriched experience with those we care about. Remember, it is through our shared vulnerabilities that we can build the strongest bridges between hearts. In the intricate dance of relationships, our vulnerabilities often emerge as both a source of strength and a potential pitfall. The ninth and 10th behaviors that we explore are deeply intertwined, revealing how our emotional openness can lead to profound connections or, conversely, to misunderstandings and hurt. Carl Jung once remarked that the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. This journey towards authenticity requires us to embrace our vulnerabilities, yet it also demands a delicate balance. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we invite others to do the same, fostering an environment of trust and intimacy. However, this openness can sometimes be misinterpreted. The ninth behavior emphasizes the importance of sharing our feelings honestly, while the 10th behavior warns against the potential for emotional overexposure. In sharing too much, we risk overwhelming our partners, creating a sense of unease rather than connection. The subtlety lies in recognizing when to share and when to hold back, ensuring that our vulnerability serves to strengthen rather than strain the relationship. Jung's insights remind us that our shadows, those hidden aspects of ourselves, can be both a source of creativity and a cause of conflict. By understanding our vulnerabilities, we can navigate the complexities of our relationships with greater awareness. It's essential to approach emotional sharing as a strategic act, one that requires discernment and empathy. When we strike this balance, we not only honor our own needs but also create a safe space for our partners to express their vulnerabilities, ultimately deepening the bond we share. In this way, the interplay between vulnerability and emotional intelligence becomes a powerful tool in our relational toolkit. As we learn to navigate these dynamics, we find that our vulnerabilities, when embraced wisely, can transform our connections into something truly profound. In the intricate dance of relationships, vulnerability often emerges as a double-edged sword. Carl Jung, the eminent psychologist, believed that embracing our vulnerabilities can lead to profound personal growth and deeper connections. When we allow ourselves to be seen in our rawest forms, we invite authenticity into our relationships. This authenticity fosters trust, creating a safe space where both partners can explore their fears, dreams, and insecurities. Consider this: vulnerability is not a sign of weakness but rather a testament to our strength. It takes courage to share our true selves, to reveal our scars and stories. In doing so, we not only liberate ourselves but also empower our partners to do the same. Jung once said, "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." This powerful reminder encourages us to redefine our narratives, transforming our vulnerabilities into sources of strength. As we navigate the complexities of love and connection, let us remember that it is through our shared vulnerabilities that we cultivate empathy and understanding. Each moment spent in honest dialogue about our fears and desires strengthens the bond we share, allowing love to flourish. In conclusion, harnessing your vulnerability as a strength in relationships is a transformative journey. It invites growth, fosters intimacy, and ultimately leads to a more fulfilling connection. Embrace your imperfections, for they are the threads that weave the fabric of your unique story. As you step into this realm of authenticity, remember, the greatest strength lies in being true to yourself. Now, I invite you to reflect on your own experiences. How have you used vulnerability to strengthen your relationships? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this message inspiring, please like and subscribe for more insights. Together, let's continue this journey of growth and connection. That's it. If you liked this video, share it with your friends and leave your like, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss more tips like this. Leave your comments saying what you thought of the video and what you would like to see in the next videos. Remembering that we have other videos in this style that you will like to watch, just enter our channel that I guarantee you will like. Until the next video.